one of these with your coffee on a Saturday morning and your weekend is already off on a good start. These Babka Buns are swirling with chocolatey goodness. My ones are actually swirling with hazelnut chocolate goodness, which makes them a little bit extra indulgent and delicious. And there's a hint of orange with the orange zest that hides inside these deliciously delicate buns. Guys, you have the best ideas for recipes, so leave your recipe suggestions down below and tell me which recipes you'd like to see me make next on the Scran line. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to make these Babka Buns. Let's begin with the dough. So we're going to be adding some milk to a heatproof jug and then some butter. We're going to microwave that until the butter has melted, and then we want to give it a gentle stir with a whisk. Next, we're going to be adding an egg, and we're going to whisk that in until it's well combined. Then we're going to set this aside and move on to the dry ingredients. Today, I'm going to be using Peggy, my stand mixer, but I've left instructions in the written recipe to make this by hand. To the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm going to be adding some flour. This is bread flour, but you can use all-purpose flour if you don't have bread flour. Add some caster sugar, which is super fine sugar, salt, and some orange zest, which is optional but definitely recommended. We're gonna mix. Now, I forgot to add the instant dry yeast in there. Super important because it makes our buns nice and fluffy. Once that's all well combined, you're gonna add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients while the mixer is on low-medium speed. Then continue kneading for 10 to 15 minutes until your dough is nice and smooth. We're going to set this dough aside covered in a warm spot for 1 hour, and it's going to double in size. In the meantime, you can toast your hazelnuts. I'm just toasting these in the oven. Then we are going to chop these up. To make the filling, it's really easy. You're going to be adding some of your favorite chocolate hazelnut spread to a medium-sized heat-proof bowl, along with some butter, dark chocolate, a pinch of salt, cocoa powder, some sugar, and we're going to microwave this for about 60 seconds. Mix it up, and then if it needs more microwaving, do it 30 seconds at a time, until the mixture is nice and smooth. Add those chopped hazelnuts and mix it up. It's gonna look a little bit like a lumpy mess, but that's what it looks like. Our dough has doubled in size. It's nice and fluffy. We're gonna punch it down, dust our workbench with some flour, and we're gonna form a ball. Weigh your dough using kitchen scales and then divide that number by 8 to get 8 evenly sized buns. We're going to roll these out into some flat rectangle shapes, and then we're going to add a tablespoon of that delicious chocolate filling. Spread it around, but not all the way down to the edge. You're going to slowly and carefully roll it up. Try not to get it too messy. Then you're going to slice it in half long ways using a large knife. You want to leave about an inch or a couple centimeters of the top. You want to twist those 2 long strips around each other, and then we're going to tie this in a knot. This looks super cool, and wait till you see what it looks like baked. Pop them on your baking tray lined with baking paper and cover them with plastic wrap. Then give these a final rest for 30 to 40 minutes. Brush them with 1 beaten egg, and these are ready to go in the oven for 20 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius. I would recommend serving these about 10 minutes after they come out of the oven when they're nice and warm. They are just divine. I feel like I'm eating something like really special from one of those bakeries in New York where you have to line up at 6:30 a.m. to get the good stuff. These are really, really delicious. There's a slight crunch from the chocolate and the outside, and then the inside is just like deliciously delicate and beautiful, and that orange zest with the chocolate. I mean, come on. The recipe for these is going to live in the description box below. Please make them, and if you do, let me know. Tell me what you think. As usual, hit the like button so that I know that you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see any other recipes from me, I have them over there. Make sure you guys subscribe over here if you haven't already, and I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line. Bye!